afternoon. Let's look at some more examples from this particular chapter. Now here I want to rationalize my denominator. In order to do that, I need to multiply the top and the bottom by what is on the bottom. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by the square root of 13. So now I have 5 square root 13 all over the square root of 13 times 13. I see a pair, I can pull it out. Now I have 5 square root 13 over 13 as my simplified radical. Let's look at another example. Here we're going to be dealing with something called a complex conjugate. This means that we have to get rid of what's on the bottom by changing the sign of what's in the middle. We're going to say 3 minus the square root of 5. 3 minus the square root of 5. So I'm going to FOIL out what's on top. I'm going to get 6 minus 2 square root of 5. I'm also going to FOIL what's on the bottom. I'm going to get 9, then negative 3 square root of 5. Multiply this together, plus 3 square root of 5, and then multiply this together, minus square root of 5 times 5. Now if you look at this part, they're going to cancel out, which is what we're trying to do. So I'm going to rewrite this, 6 minus 2 square root of 5, all over 9 minus square root of 5 times 5. Now here I see a pair, I can pull it out. So I have 6 minus 2 square root of 5, and I have 9 minus 5. Well, 9 minus 5 is going to give me 4, so I'm going to continue simplifying that. 6 minus 2 square root of 5 all over 4. Now, you have to check. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Is there a greatest common factor to this part, and that part? So I had to find my GCF, and that means I have 2 times 3 minus the square root of 5 over 2 times 2. So those 2's will cancel out. We'll be left with 3 minus the square root of 5 all over 2. And this is a simplified radical expression that has rationalized the denominator. Let's look at another example. Here, we need to multiply the top and the bottom. We're changing the sign in the middle, so we're going to say 3 plus the square root of 2. 3 plus the square root of 2. And we're going to FOIL this out. So we're going to get 21 plus 7 square root of 2. Because we're multiplying those parts together. Let's multiply out here. We're going to get 9 plus 3 square root of 2. We're going to multiply these parts together. Minus 3 square root of 2. And then multiply this together. Minus square root of 2 times 2. Extend that line. Now remember these parts, because they're positive and negative, cancel out, which is what we're trying to do. So we have 21 plus 7 square root of 2 all over 9 minus 2 times 2. I see a pair, I pull it out. So I have 21 plus 7 square root of 2 over 9 minus 2. Now you can simplify that. 21 plus 7 square root of 2 all over 7. And here we have a greatest common factor, so we want to reduce that. Over 7 times 1. Then that part cancels out, that part cancels out. So we're left with 3 plus the square root of 2 all over 1. And the 1 isn't necessary, you could just have the part that's on the top, but it's just there to hold the place. That's the end of the explanation for this topic. Have a good day. Bye-bye.